All right, shoot.
Keith,
Yes.
I know that you think
Yeah.
that this is the same as every time we record, but it's actually very different. Do you know why?
Is it because we took a longer break than we meant to?
No, that's extremely normal. That happens every time. I warned them.
Is it because we had an extended argument about pizza?
No, that happens every time.
Is it because we had some minor but easily solved tech issues at the very beginning of the show?
No, again, that's normal, but it's actually because Cricket is in the room with us.
Oh, she's sleeping under
She's
the
under
little
the table.
table.
Oh, she's not sleeping. She is petrified right now. She's like, she knows there's no escape route, and she's like wondering
No, this
how.
is her comfort room. She likes it when the door's locked, actually.
But she doesn't like when I'm in here.
That's
the thing.
maybe fair.
Yeah.
But she's been very brave, and she's been staying under that table. And I actually had a piece of paper. Do you know how cats make really weird decisions about what they sit on?
Yep.
And it's like they have to either be entirely on something or not touching anything. Mm-hmm. I had dropped a piece of paper on the ground and it landed under that table. And the reason she sits under the table is because for some reason she decided, ooh, look at all the spiders going to the same place.
Like, oh.
I think the singing woman might be a spider monster. Are they walking backwards or are they just
Stupid?
stupid?
They're stupid.
They're stupid.
And they're like, that's the
beetles.
thing.
They look like
Yeah,
beetles
they look
now.
like beetles. Are they beetles? Are they spiders? Ooh, it's spooky because you can't tell. No, they have six legs.
That's the scary thing is that you
That's
don't
the
know
scary
if it's a
thing.
beetle
Is you
or
don't know what
spider.
fucking bug it is.
So I dropped this piece of paper on the ground, and she was just spending all day sitting entirely within the confines of this sheet of paper.
Like, yeah, this is everything is good about this.
And so I moved the paper off of the ground to throw it away, and I just moved it temporarily to that one blank spot on the table. And the next time I came in here, I saw her sitting entirely within the confines of the piece of paper, but on the table.
If it fits, I sits.
Cats making decisions on how they sit is one of the funniest things to me.
I just love the idea that just like they just have an instinct where they want to know all like the entire space they are occupying. They want to know every inch of it.
Yeah, my cat Oscar either wants to be like totally nested inside a big comforter that is like piled up, or wants to be squeezed onto the only part of the bed that the blanket isn't touching.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like
Ooh.
this I was tipped off by this because Alex was looking up when we entered the room.
By the way, kindly let me know if you want some of this iced tea.
Oh, I would like some of that iced tea.
Okay, I'll go pour you a glass.
Oh, okay, bye.
Sorry, I didn't.
As I was just gonna say, yeah, cats love to either be touching nothing or they just want to be smushed on all sides, like in a box. Cricket, you're very brave. Take a picture of Cricket. Here we go. Cricket! Oh. Cricket. She's not falling for it. She's like, you're tricking me. There's nothing. When I look at you, there's nothing. I need to keep my eyes on the door. Oh, bye, Cricket. She's leaving. Big surprise. Hate! Oh, hole. It's hole. Hole! It does look like hate, though. Hole. Oh, wow. This is a very zoom right now. We're extremely zoomed in.
All right, Kylie,
Hi.
some iced tea.
Ooh, some
for you?
iced tea. What a sweet iced tea.
Is it too sweet?
No, tea is never too sweet for me. What kind of tea is that?
This is Milanjiang Dansang Oolong.
Okay.
It's Phoenix Mountain honey orchid.
You're saying a lot of words.
It is an oolong tea that is called honey orchid from the Phoenix Mountains. It's my favorite kind of tea. I have a big bag of cheaper tea. It's still, it's nice. It's
some skag.
It's the nice tea places version of cheaper tea, and I bought it to be sort of like my everyday tea that I drink when I don't want to drink like a fancy specialty.
Dearest Sam, I can't describe how much my life has turned a corner since you've begun tending the atrium. With Clayton's illness slowly taking its toll, I felt so lost and alone.
Ugh.
Your presence and your gift in restoring the garden, it's the single ray of light in my tired life.
Do you ever just go?
Nobody has ever appreciated a garden this much. Thank you for the wonderful evenings we've spent together. Oh, okay. It will be different. Better. When I no longer have to pretend. All my love, Carol X. I think the X was a kiss, but I would like to just call her Carol X.
You ever feel like Silent Hill is like, so bleak? Like, everyone just needs to lighten up.
Yeah, like, man, just relax.
I'm tweeting that we're back from our break. You should join, you should sign up for our Patreon at content
burger.biz
so
that you can watch right now.
So you can watch with.
What are we gonna? Well,
and that goes for the future listener too. You go to contentburger.biz, patreon.com/runbutton. Either of those work.
What do you think about this idea, Keith?
Oh shoot!
I think our plan for the rest of the tonight was to record some Shenmue.
Yeah.
What about this? Okay, I know we both know that
I want to say
I struggle with not being the one playing the game, but remember, I can play Shenmue because it's a cloud save. We could do a remote recording later where I play the Shenmue, and we could do Metal Gear Solid tonight.
Well, I think we had time for 3 games.
Really? I mean, it's like 10:30 now. It is literally 10:30.
Well,
I can record more in the morning.
Are you getting like ready to stop recording so you can sleep?
No,
because I could just like keep recording until 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I could do that too.
Yeah.
Not Shenmue though.
Shenmue though I can play and I will play.
Well, I thought I was playing because it's always bad when I don't play.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, I've been playing the majority of Shenmue, and that's been fine.
I have been noticing that, but I thought we thought that my level of engagement with the Shenmue Let's Play was not fine.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that is also true. Like, I think the needle that we're threading is we need you to be engaged enough so that the episode isn't bad.
Uh-huh.
And with Shenmue in particular, sometimes playing the game will cause the disengagement for you.
That's
can't
true.
See
my face.
Maybe you will
in 404. Oh my god, it's the internet reference.
Face not found. Bless you. Why does it say hate?
I said the same thing. It doesn't. It says hole. Oh, that's the hole that we found. But it totally looks like hate.
It's so
hate.
funny.
There's hate here.
Okay. We need to set the stakes.
Woman.
We've got to set the stakes here. I want us to put down in clear terms.
Wait, I thought you were talking about pizza.
I am.
Sorry, you said steaks.
Sorry to Kylie and anyone that wasn't sure where this was going. This is ending in pizza. STAKES. Set the stakes.
Okay.
We gotta set the stakes. I need us to be forthright and honest about what is about to happen.
All right.
And cards on the table, if you will.
Yeah.
The pizza eating table.
Yeah.
We had a discussion
We
about
can't.
pizza.
This can't become a debacle. This can't devolve into some kind of Pizzagate.
Right. This cannot be some sort of Pizzagate
This
debacle.
can't become a Pizzagate.
We were talking about pizza. I have a long-standing anti-Domino's stance. This is not where you would start?
I'm just saying. No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. And feel free. I want us to be fully open about what we think is happening.
Listen, if we can't bring our full hearts and open those hearts when it comes to pizza, what the fuck are we even doing here? I cannot believe this.
I like junky pizza, but Domino's in particular is a junky pizza by which I cannot abide. For me, it is not tasty. It's too expensive. It's more expensive than pizza that I think is better. Enter Kylie, who doesn't like the kind of pizza that I like, which is a New England specialty, the Greek-style pizza joint, which is,
This is a
independent
New England specialty.
Greek restaurants or independent families owned by Greek families.
I didn't realize this was a New England specialty.
This is the New England specialty pizza. The pizza that you will find all over the place in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York. Sorry, not New York.
Whoa!
New Hampshire and Maine. I don't know about Vermont.
Hey, do you
You got a bug on your face.
Never mind. It's gonna get. What the?
How do you get bug off a face? Okay.
Get a.
You might need an ampule.
I don't think I have one. Okay. Question.
You were about to ask a question and then the bug was on your face? There's a note there. Do we?
Carol, I'm struggling to find the right words. My body was broken, and now you've broken my heart too. I don't know why. I loved you unconditionally. Gave you everything I had. I thought you loved me too. I guess I was a fool. There are things about Sam you don't know, and if you did, I guarantee that you would feel differently. I want to forgive you, Carol, but I can't. I've simply nothing left. Thank you.
So the Greek style pizza, which is
Well, can we talk about? I mean, I think you skipped over how I feel about Domino's.
no. I'm still. I'm getting there.
All right.
I need to define the terms because this is a New England specialty.
Okay.
And I have learned that a lot of pizza do not have access to and have not had this kind of pizza before.
You mean a lot of people?
What did I say?
A lot of pizza. Hey,
Oh,
buddy!
Sorry, you're right. I meant a lot of people.
You snuck up on me, sweetie.
So
That's how you do it right there.
that's how you do it. So the Greek style pizza, it is a medium crust pizza with a slightly soft interior, but predominantly it has a crispy, potentially egg or oil washed exterior. It gives a kind of golden crunch.
Yes, it must be egg washed. You're right. That's what I was thinking. I was like, what do they put olive oil on this? No, it's egg wash.
I think it's an egg wash.
It's got to be egg wash.
It's got to be egg wash. And so you've got a slightly crispy bottom to the pizza. That's not a necessity because I do believe that most of these pizzas are in an oven and they're not pan pizzas.
But the bottom is distinct from, I think, most other pizzas.
Well, I think part of it is that you've got like big piles of dough pre-portioned and kept on greased trays, which are then spread and still have an oily exterior. So you do get a crisp on the bottom. This is my impression.
Okay.
I have worked in a pizza place. This is my impression of how pizza places actually. This is my impression of how the Greek style pizza gets made. You've got an oily exterior to the dough, which crisps up the bottom, and then you get an egg wash, probably. But maybe just more oil on the crust. And then you've got I would say a slightly saucier pizza.
Keith,
Yeah? This is an interesting
Look at
scene.
this shit.
What an interesting
This
scene.
is an elevator button.
No,
this is an interesting
No,
scene.
it's the lighthouse there.
Oh,
That's the interesting scene. And obviously,
this is an interesting scene.
isn't that interesting, that lighthouse?
Yeah, it's interesting.
So, my argument against Domino's has always been that we have cheaper, better tasting Greek-style pizza at the ready at most places in New England, and also most of them deliver, or at least in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. But Kylie says that she doesn't like this kind of pizza.
I don't like Greek style pizza. I grew up down the street from a Greek style pizza place. My whole family fucking loved it. I never loved it. I had to eat it all the time. Fuck that shit.
And I am not convinced. I totally believe that Kylie hates the pizza that she's had. But this pizza is so good that I've had in my life, and I'm pretty sure I've had Lexington House of Pizza, and it is not the best pizza. So, I'm sort of convinced that it is not a war with Greek-style pizza, but a war with bad pizza. The same war that I'm fighting against Domino's.
That's okay. Hey, but we still haven't talked about how I feel about Domino's.
Please, because Kylie doesn't love Domino's, and please tell me how you feel about Domino's, Kylie.
I don't love Domino's. In fact, here's the thing about Domino's. I've worked at a pizza place.
It's called
Domino's.
Yes.
I actually... so of course, I mean, this always happens most time that you work at a place is... Well, I think two things can happen. If it's a place where you really like the food, you might get sick of it because you eat it all the time.
Yeah.
I found it.
But if it's a place where you don't like the
If you
food,
think you don't like the food, like maybe somebody working at a Domino's, then maybe you come to kind of begrudgingly appreciate it because you're just in close proximity all the time.
well,
You're
even on
eating
your
it a
lunch
lot.
break, you're just like, I'll
You're
have
on
a
your
slice.
lunch break. You got, you're getting a discount anyway, so you'll go out on a limb and try the Philly cheesesteak pizza, and then hey, it's a surprisingly good if
And
strange pizza.
I've got to say, Drashura in the chat says, before you even said this, Domino's has a Philly cheesesteak option, so they're good by me.
It's a good one.
I cannot imagine that Domino's could possibly provide to me a shaved steak worth eating.
Well, I don't think you would like it.
Yeah.
I just, I don't think it would be to your taste.
I'll tell you, because and I know that this makes me an asshole in a way. There's a way that this makes me an annoying person. But the last time I had the last time I had a Philly cheesesteak,
Pizza?
No.
Okay.
Philly cheesesteak
Okay,
in general.
all right, okay.
I bought 2 cuts of steak, including filet mignon,
Wow.
cooked them, partially froze them,
Uh-huh.
shaved them myself,
Wow.
and then bought both Cheese Whiz and provolone, and had
Holy shit.
two options for cheeses.
Wow.
And had brought this to a party last year.
Dear God.
So this was my potluck.
So it was a
contribution.
barn burner.
It was delicious, but this is when I'm thinking of a Philly cheesesteak. I either want to go to a place that specializes in having a delicious Philly cheesesteak,
Wow.
or I want to make shaved steak out of filet mignon and make it myself.
Okay, so now I'll eat any rag ball Philly cheesesteak you got, basically.
Rag? I would never eat a rag ball anything.
It's Pyramid Head. Oh wait, Pyramid Head's actually in this game. It's the boogeyman.
It's Pyramid
It
Head.
fucking is.
It's fucking
Yes!
Pyramid Head. There he is.
Did you know that Pyramid Head was in this game?
No.
That's great. I kept it a secret.
Wow. There he is.
So he's called the boogeyman in this one.
I think he's kind of cute.
Aw, look at
Look at
him.
his little bird beak.
They kind of redesigned him to look a little too cool. They made him look cooler. He looked less cool in Silent Hill 2, and of course, when I was a normie, I was like, he looks cooler in Homecoming. But then I came to appreciate 2, and I'm like, okay, maybe being a little stupid is kind of the point, a little bit. Maybe he shouldn't be that cool, but
okay,
it's still pretty cool, though.
Follow me here. There's only so much that you can do on a PlayStation.
Yeah. Well, here's the other
Wait,
thing.
PlayStation or PlayStation 2? PlayStation, right? 2? It was Pyramid Head was Silent Hill 2?
Yeah.
Okay. There's only so much you can do.
Holy shit!
And so it's kind of like... Oh, press the face button. No, that's not it. Maybe it's the roll button? Yeah.
No, nah! Come on! You motherfuckers. God damn it! Fuck you!
Those things suck.
Well, here's the other problem. I don't know what it looks like in the recording. I literally cannot see these enemies because this television is so dark.
Do you want to turn up the brightness?
Yeah, I'll take a second. The problem is we don't have a remote for this because I took back my remote and you still haven't bought a universal remote for the TV that you've had that has no remote for 4 years.
Do we want to talk about how much use you got out of the remote that you took that I was like, why would you take this? We use this for work.
Oh, I'd love to tell you, Keith.
Kylie texted me a few weeks ago being like, hey, can you mail me my remote? And I was like, you took that 3 months ago, despite my protests.
Oh, hey, do you want to know?
Yeah.
Remember when I said there's 2 televisions in my living room?
Yeah.
One of them is the one that uses that remote. We use that remote every night. Eat my shit.
Now you use it every night, but you might as well have just bought a universal one for yourself instead of taking back the one we use for work.
Okay,
because you weren't going to use it.
Can you just go on Amazon right now and buy a universal remote, please? Please. Please.
Fine.
Yay! We were talking about pizza still?
We were talking about pizza still. You were telling me you don't actually like Domino's.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Much.
I really don't like Domino's very much. I agree it's not good, and I agree that it's too expensive. At least around... I mean, I believe there are parts of the country where, like, Domino's is the cheapest pizza that you can get.
Yeah, which is really sad.
Which is really sad. But, you know, like you say, we got better options around here. I just, you know, I like a New York slice, Keith. I don't want that Greek shit.
I like a New York slice just fine. I actually really like a New York slice.
I just, you know, for me, I like a Domino's pizza. It's just like, you know, basically everything about this is lackluster.
Yeah.
But a Greek pizza is, like, actively offensive to my mouth. I'm just like, I don't want this.
Yeah. So what kind of pizza would you order for yourself at your home?
Here's the thing, and one more thing about me is that I'm just famously not a pizza liker in general. I'm very persnickety. Most people, the thing about pizza, it's like pizza's like sex. You know, there's good and there's great, but you know, it's all pretty much, there's no bad. It's all good. Like, no, I extremely think that there is a lot of bad pizza out there. In fact, I might actually think most pizza is bad pizza. Like, I'm just very picky about my pizza.
What is it? Tell me about the thing about pizza that when you eat a pizza that's like meh or bad that you wish were different. Is it too much sauce? Is the sauce too sweet? Not sweet enough? Too much cheese? The toppings aren't quality. The crust is too crunchy or not crunchy enough.
Wow. Well, I think, I think a lot of it is often the sauce. Maybe I don't have a very refined palate. Maybe I mostly want I probably don't want a lot going on in my sauce. I probably don't want a lot of herbs and spices attacking me.
I've got good news. Actually, the more fancy a pizza is, the less is in the sauce.
Wow.
If you can get a really nice pizza that is just like raw canned tomatoes.
Oh, I have to go back to
raw canned tomatoes pureed with some like raw garlic, like bloomed inside of it. Okay. Maybe with some basil. And some salt. What
does that mean?
Well, and I could be wrong. I'm not a chef or nothing, but I like to think of myself as a competent cook. But a blooming garlic is when you put garlic in something to get its flavor without actually cooking it. And I believe that the mechanism
and the blooming onion is when you cut the whole thing open and then deep fry it.
Yeah.
So we have to listen to this person.
Okay.
I must have all three. Please, keep
Do we have all three?
No.
I believe the mechanism for this is like there's some interaction between the acidity of the tomatoes and the garlic that causes it to be able to, like, quote unquote cook at room temperature. That's my
okay.
sort of understanding.
I get
It's almost
it, yeah.
like turning your tomato sauce into garlic tea.
Yeah, like a low grade.
Yeah,
sort of.
yeah, just like a. So that's my understanding of it. I could be wrong, but the result is the same. You can get a garlicky tasting sauce without actually cooking the tomatoes.
I made my first lasagna recently.
How is that?
It was good.
So you like tomato sauce,
Yeah.
and probably you're using canned tomato sauce, which does have a lot of the same things going on with it as a pizza place, like
From the
pizza sauce.
maybe. Yeah, I guess I did. I used a jarred sauce.
like ragu or prego.
No, I used a
Rouse. Use Rouse. That's a nice can.
It was definitely. It's whatever brand my grandma like always uses for sauce and tomatoes when she's making food.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Yeah.
It's definitely like a name that's in a lot of grocery stores.
right. Name brand, household brand.
But not like a but I primarily know it as like sauce you buy when you're making things, not like sauce to just dump onto noodles or whatever.
Right.
I think it starts with a C and it's got a yellow label.
Okay.
Oh, I thought maybe you knew some of these. You could throw them out and I could say yes.
No. I mean, I may have known it, but I can't think of something that starts with a C and has a yellow label.
So are we just hunting? Are we just like snooping around for some pics?
Yeah, I
I mean,
think
it's most of what I do, honestly.
Snooping around for some
Yeah,
pics.
snooping around for some pics. You
I think
ever
we're just
find
looking for-
me around? I'm probably snooping for some pics. Cricket, you were back there.
Yeah, she's always going back there, dressing
You
crazy.
goose. You goose.
You fucking goose. You little goose.
I
cat.
love her. Ooh, we can go up one more.
She was just upstairs.
She was just upstairs?
Yeah.
She was just behind the TV.
No, she came down from us.
No, she jumped out the window and came back in through the first floor window.
Good for her, though.
Yeah, she was upstairs with her mouth open.
She's brave.
So anyways.
Sup?
Oh, you asked me things I might encounter on a pizza.
Yes.
I'm like, no
that you
thanks.
wish it was different, and that would help a pizza for you.
You know,
because I'm sure that I know that you've had pizza that you loved, because
True.
you came here being like, this day will not end without me having a deep dish pizza from Cecilia's.
Yeah, I do. I like that pizza.
Yeah, and I knew you would.
And you knew I would, and you were right.
I was right.
I guess I'm just gonna go door to door again. We're just gonna make the rounds.
Yeah.
One more time.
So, I guess.
Ooh.
I guess I wanted to put it out there that that's my argument without
Oh, wait. Okay. We read this already. I didn't realize it was 2 letters. This one is from Sam.
right.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Sorry. It was so effusive about the garden, I mistook it for the one that was from Carol. But like, here's one. So we know what's going on with Carol and Clayton and Sam.
This is a famous like the
Clayton,
points on a pyramid head's head.
Clayton's getting cucked over here.
This is a famous cucking. This
cucking is world renowned.
I was going to
This
say
is
love triangle.
This is a classic cuck.
This is a classic.
Oh,
cuck.
it's a love pyramid.
Yeah, it's a love pyramid head.
Well, you know what Pyramid Head's name was in Japan, right? Not joking. You know his real name?
Love cuck.
No, it was Red Triangle.
I think I did know that from forever ago.
Which it just makes me think about how the save points in Silent Hill 2 are red squares. I'm like, what were they saying?
What does it mean?
What the fuck were they saying?
So I without the brat, none of the brashness, none of the boisterousness.
Okay.
That is my argument. It's that Kylie has hated those pizzas that she's tried and hated, but it's not because they're Greek style. It's just because those pizzas sucked, and that there is
possible.
Greek style pizza that's good, and that we're gonna have some. And I would say that the pizza place down the street from me is not. I wouldn't call it a particularly good. Oh, hey, look at that! We found a picture. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't call it particularly good. I would call it like the baseline. So like for me, this is an extremely normal kind of pizza. And so there's better pizza than this and worse pizza than this, but it's a good value. And like, if you don't like this, then there's probably something about the Greek style formula that isn't working for you.
Yeah.
And if you do like it, then that just means that the pizza that you've had in this style has been particularly bad.
Yeah, it's not that I'm. Here's the thing: when we talked about this deep dish that you said that you knew that I would love, and then I did.
Yeah.
I mean, it must needs be remarked, this was the first ever deep dish pizza that I had had. I had no previous deep dish experience that I was like, no, I won't like this. I just had no idea. But here, I've had so much Greek style pizza and like uniformly disliked so much of it. I just feel, it doesn't feel possible that I'm just going to be like, oh, wow, this is the good one.
And I want to contextualize this a little more from my angle. You were already a little jumpy about the deep dish from how much pizza you've had that you've not liked.
Well, because I think of Greek style as traditionally sort of slightly puffier, maybe doughier kind of like I guess I have that in my you're over here being thing. Like you don't think of Greek style pizza as being puffy or doughy.
No.
I think of it that way, so that's why I was apprehensive about the deep dish.
So there's a kind of pizza that I've had that I think is what you're talking about. There's a place near Isaac that has pizza like this. I can't remember if Lexington has a pizza like this. That's the problem. I can't remember their pizza. But there's a style of this pizza that is like a New England style pizza, but with a bad version of a New York crust that is like doughier and not like crispy.
I don't think that's the thing I'm thinking of.
Because like I would never have a Greek style pizza and remark on the doughiness of the crust. The thing about the crust for me is the crunch of the crust, which is frankly the opposite of doughy.
I'm thinking. Well, yeah, I guess doughy. Doughy's not the right word. Okay. I'm thinking puffy. I think it's usually crispy inside and crispy on the outside, puffy on the inside.
Well, we'll see. Because the other part of this argument is the value. We're talking about a large one-topping pizza from my corner pizza place is $7, and a large one-topping pizza from Domino's is what, like $14?
I don't know. The thing about Domino's, the way that Domino's does become affordable is that they always have coupons that you can get, like 2 pizzas and 2 sides and a dessert for like less money than you thought, and you're like, wow, great deal, but like their regular prices blow.
Yeah, the coupon surfing thing, I can't stand. I really hate doing that.
Well, the thing about Domino's is that you just go to their website. They just have the coupons there. Like, you don't have to look for them.
No, I know. But it's sort of like if I'm going to a pizza place, I'm not there to be like, ooh, what's on offer today? Like, I just want a fucking pepperoni pizza. Yeah. And so, like, sometimes the pepperoni pizza's $8 and sometimes it's $15. That is so annoying to me.
Yeah, that's annoying. I think, that's why I think Domino's is like a good group option. If you feel like, well, Domino's is really never a great option around here. It's just, it's got the chain restaurant thing. So it's like, if you know Domino's, you know what to expect, and you know that it's going to be delivered on time or whatever. And they have an app where you can see, you can inspect its,
So you get to have the employee, the employees get to be monitored.
Yeah, the employees get to be monitored. So you can
think it's fake. By the way, I think it's like if it were a physical thing, you could kick it over and it would be like a cardboard cutout.
Oh, well, like I think it was just one of those things. Like when I'm trying to think, when we worked at Domino's, there was like.
Oh yeah, you would know. You worked there.
Yeah.
Is it fake?
So I think it's. I think when they prepare the food, when it goes into the oven, they hit a button that's like, I just put this in the oven, and that's basically the only thing that we do.
Does it give fake names though? I've always thought that the names were fake.
Oh, I have no idea, but I assume not. That would be weird.
You assume that they're giving real names of employees out.
Oh yeah, like normal shit that companies do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, it wouldn't shock me if a company was doing something as bad as giving out the actual names of its employees.
So fucking dark.
And by the way, their location. But I also feel like, isn't it easier just to say like this was Melissa, and be like, doesn't matter who made it. This was Melissa S. Kylie is fixing the settings on the TV again. I think we gotta turn that brightness up to like 65. Ooh, that looks bad. Maybe just at the angle it looks bad. Oh, it looks like way better.
It's way better.
It looks like way better on the TV than. Sorry if the stream is particularly dark. I'll fix this all in post.
It's fine.
I
pulled up. No, oh, sorry.
On the stream, I mean.
No. I pulled up the brightness thing in the game menu, and I could see it on your screen, and it looked fine.
Oh, I don't know if it's changing it. Is it changing it? It does. I don't think it changes it. Whether it's like when you change it over there, it doesn't change over here.
In the game settings, I'm talking about.
Oh, in the game settings. Sorry, I understand now.
Okay, it's cool. I can see to the end of the hallway now, like I'm supposed to. Like, that was the other thing, is I could just barely see. I was like navigating entirely by map.
This is funny. Here's the.
I guess I'll go down.
Isaac texted me and said, I got a chicken sandwich if you want some. And then texted me again 3 minutes later saying, just kidding. I actually got you a chicken sandwich too, because I said extra chicken on the sandwich, and they thought I said extra chicken sandwich. Which is fine because a large sub is $5.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
And
they have on Wednesdays and Fridays they have fish and chips, and they also have whole belly clams, and it's like $11 for a plate of either fish and chips or clams and fries, whole belly clams and fries, and it's great. And you know that it's at least fresh, if not from a good source, but at least fresh, because then why would you only have it on Wednesdays and Fridays? Because if it was frozen,
that's how they get you. They say we'll only have it on Wednesdays and Fridays, so they think it's fresh.
But no, when you get the clams, you can tell like, okay, this is not frozen clams. Frozen clams look super uniform, and these are like look insane.
Yeah, right.
They look like how clams look.
I love this world we live in where it's like I can tell it's authentic, so it looks and tastes like shit.
No, it tastes awesome.
No, I know.
Yeah. But yeah, like it looks like clams that someone actually caught instead of whatever happens to clams to make them all look the same.
Not being actual clams, I assume.
Or like they like trim little bits of it off so that it looks the same when you fry it or some shit.
Yeah, like how fucking like all scallops are like skate wings. They just like take a fucking skate
that makes
and they
total
just
sense.
Punch it into circles, and that's what most scallops are.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That makes total sense too, because I've had skate. And you're right, that is like the same like look as a scallop.
Wild.
I wonder how you can tell. Maybe it's
I just assume all scallops I've like ever had have basically been skate wings.
Well, if you
wait.
Well,
yeah, we gotta watch this. Josh, wait, there's a boogeyman about. Don't you know?
God.
Hey, I see something there that you should be concerned about. I know you're new to this, but I'm kind of an old hand.
What the hell?
These things suck.
The torso's like all backwards, head comes out of its butt.
It's reversible.
It might just have two buttholes for eyes.
It looks kind of like
they're like introducing me to this, but I've already fought this.
It's introducing it to you as a
oh shit.
Ooh, forgot to hit the real pause button, huh?
I still don't remember what the buttons do here. I still don't know how to get to my inventory.
You should figure that out.
Oh, what good could it do me?
So one of the things that a picky person would
Whoa!
say about a scallop, was that an autosave?
Yeah.
Did we know about this?
No. What? Okay, jeez.
You got to take out your knife, I think, because the knife. First of all, I think you just let it kill you so you don't waste a health drink. Second of all, we know that these things get killed with one shot of a pistol, so you should either shoot it with a pistol or take out the fast knife, because that probably also will kill it pretty quick.
All right, I'm gonna let it kill me because you said.
Kind of grim though, huh? It also is kind of weak.
Yeah, I'm really not concerned about this, mostly because it is so weak. You seem pretty disturbed by it.
I don't like it.
Which I think is great.
I mean, this watching
look
it
at
now
its-
just
look at its-
slowly kill you is
the blades attached to the arms, like it's
paper clipped on.
yeah, like the legs become metal and they're like the blades are bolted onto it and they like articulate. It's good. All right, here we go.
I wonder.
1, 2, 3, 3 kings. There they are.
What is that, bro? One, two, three, 3 kings. There they
It
are.
might be a Patton Oswalt bit, but just like a bit about like people in movie theaters not being able to have thoughts without saying them, and like going to see 3 kings and there being a 3 shot and someone going 1, 2, 3, 3 kings. There they are.
That reminds me of the.
Oh,
this
he's
shot to be-
blocking it.
yeah, this might just be. Oh, look at that! How did you do that?
I got hit by his attack, but this time it, I don't know, something.
This looks like maybe a gun only.
This sure does look like a gun only.
Let it get you.
Yeah, just get me.
just get me.
do it.
I give up.
Fucking do it.
Do it. Okay, so that's a. If it gets you into one of those quick time event things where you got a wham on it.
Got a wham on it.
I guess it wouldn't be a quick time event, but if you got a wham on it, that's dangerous.
Hey, if you got a wham on it.
Smog's poison smoke, also called smog, by the way, causes Alex to choke. 1, 2, 3, 3 kings. There they are. Oh, this one's stronger than the elevator one.
Oh, yeah, I think the elevator ones, maybe it was just they fell off at one hit.
Okay. Well, it seems like it's still a pistol game, though, because it really feels like it's blocking every
Man.
attack.
Well, I don't have any pistol bullets, my guy, so
Ooh, that's rough.
yeah. Dude. Bruh.
Brew. Pipe time? Pipe o'clock? Maybe heavy attack.
might
Maybe
be-
a heavy attack breaks
Might
through.
be pipe o'clock. Might be pipe o'clock.
Pizza's here.
Oh, pizza's here. Well, we got to do a live taste test, I guess.
Gotta do a live taste test.
Get out of here.
Wow.
Fuck that and fuck you, by the way.
Really? It's gonna be like that? Oh, so this is what we're doing now? Oh, there's 2.
This is what happens when you run from shit in Silent Hill. I don't want to hear this fucking crap anymore. It's 5 games. Get out of here.
So this is the kind of crust I'm talking about.
This is what I'm talking about. Fuck this
is what
crust.
she's talking about.
I'm
Alright.
seeing this crust and I'm telling this crust to get the fuck out of my face.
We need. I said earlier, 2 off mic. 2 bites. We gotta have a bite of the pizza itself, and then we gotta have a crust bite.